Who built your house? Who cleaned your room with a view? Who made the food that you'll be eating? Sweat from the people of the sun makes the fruit taste sweeter.
Alright, welcome back to Gamers Sanctuary. First things first, if you like the new intro design and the new style for the introduction to the bat reps, please put something in the comments below. We're still experimenting, but we'd love to hear some feedback from our viewers. Today, Muggins and I are going to be diving back into 40K a little bit. I'm going to be playing a pretty out there Eldar list just to see if it works. And Mike is going to be saying goodbye to 5th edition Space Marines. New codex is on the horizon. So let's see what we both are going to bring for today. Alright, here's my Eldar list for today's game. I'll explain the tactics and theme behind it when it's done, but if you're paying attention throughout, you should be able to pick it up. We're going to start with a Farseer on a jet bike with Singing Spear and Mantle of the Laughing God. We have another Farseer that's actually just going to be a Spirit Seer. No upgrades at all. 2 units of Rangers, 5 each. 3 squads of 5 Dire Avengers in Wave Serpents, 2 with Bright Lances and Shuriken Cannons, 1 with Scatter Lasers and Shuriken Cannon. We have a squad of Forge World Shadow Specters. These are going to be using the new rules for Shadow Specters, which we'll talk about after the introduction here. A squad of Warp Spiders with Exarch having the Spinneret Rifle upgrade. We have a squad of War Walkers with a Missile Launcher and Shuriken Cannon. A Night Spinner. A Hemlock Wraith Fighter in the back, and then 3 of Vol's support weapon batteries. They are modeled with Vibro Cannons, but I just haven't painted up the Doomweaver mount on them. So, if you haven't already guessed by now, every single model in this army, with the exception of the Dire Avengers in their Wave Serpents, has the ability to cause an outright leadership check or pinning test. And we have a lot of different ways to make that happen. We're going to try to roll as few times as possible on telepathy to get Terrify. Same thing here with the Spirits here. So we got 5 rolls to try to get it once or twice. Of course, the Wraith Fighter itself can do it. And then using the Wraith Fighter's rerolls, the new Shadow of Death roll for the rule for the Shadow Specters, which makes every unit within 12 inches re-roll successful leadership tests on, or I'm sorry, that's the Hemlock. The Hemlock is the re-roll. They roll leadership tests on 3d6 and take the highest 2. So I'm hoping to try to get my opponent to be pinned in place with all the barrage weapons and Wave Serpent fields and pinning weapons that every unit is able to lay out. If I can't outright run them off the table, let's just try to keep them put. Now, it does involve an awful lot of synergy with the Shadow Specters and the Hemlock, but let's see if it works. Let's see if we can't get some goofy shenanigans going on today with it. And we'll look and see what Muggins is bringing. All right, leave it to Mike to completely put a crimp in my plans with only bringing small infantry units that I can make run away, but we'll take a look at what he's got. He's got a Captain in Terminator armor with a Lightning Claw and a Storm Shield. A big block of 10 Thunderhammer Storm Shield Terminators, 2 groups of 5 Terminators with 1 Heavy Flamer in each, a group of Scouts with a Missile Launcher, 1 Vindicator, 1 Predator, and 3 Storm Talons with probably, I'm going to say they probably have the Cyclone Missile Launchers. Let's see if I can jump. Yep, there's no Skyhammer missiles on all of them, so the extra shots, strength 7. So yeah, it's my list is going to be the gimmick is not going to be as effective against Mike because there's not as much infantry, but we'll still give it a shot. Let's see if I can't pin some Terminators all day. We'll get a shot of the table and deployment coming up next. All right, here's a shot of the table. We have 4 distinct zones here. We have a ruined city, a kind of spaceport theme. These are not the actual fortifications; they're just going to be ruins today. We have some woods and some rocks. The mission we're going to be playing is Web of Fate out of the Iyanden Codex. Essentially, it's capture control, the old 5th edition capture control, where we each have 1 objective. Mine is sitting right there. And actually, I have to move that back into my deployment zone. And Mike's is in the missile launch bay on the Fortress of Redemption. Each one is worth 3 points. The same secondary objectives exist, but I actually have a secret objective, which I will reveal at the end of the video. And I score points pretty differently from Mike, but he doesn't know how. So he has to keep playing like that my objective is the same as his. So it's pretty sneaky, actually. Otherwise, though, we have my Eldar kind of deployed in a line here. Wave Serpents are hiding behind buildings to protect them from some fire. So are the War Walkers. I have my Scouts infiltrating on rooftops. Another Wave Serpent over here. The Night Spinner's hiding behind the building back here, out of range of all the big guns he has that can blow it up. Super Farseer chick is right here, waiting to get shot at and get those cover saves re-rolled. And then I have my Doomweaver batteries right here. Excuse me, my Night Spinner batteries right here, ready to shoot. Mike did bolster the entire Fortress of Redemption for Ruin, so his Scouts with camo cloaks are getting, what, a 2-up cover save in there? Very nice. We're going to move into turn 1. Mike actually is going to go first. Oh, Psychic Power-wise, I got super lucky with the Farseer. I did get Terrify. I also got Dominate, which is going to be a lot of fun, and then I even got Mind War. So she is going to be nasty, but the Spirit Seer hiding in that Wave Serpent right there is totally useless. He got the one that I tried to go for 2 rolls on the Ruins of Battle to get me Horrify and failed. He's got like Enliven and not Embolden, the one that gives you the strength bonus. So it's really totally useless for me. Maybe I'll be able to knock some strength off of Mike's guys, but otherwise it's just not going to help. Hey, but you know what? That's Psychic Powers in 6th edition. Go ahead, take turn 1. All right, top of Mantis Warriors turn 1. All the Terminators ran forward into the river. The Vindicator trundled forward and dropped a shot that was just out of range of that last scout. Before I get there, I forgot. Thunderfire Cannon actually killed 4 of them with its Ignore Cover Blast. So I'm going to have to do something about that thing. I'm not liking it right now. Otherwise, everything else just moved forward. Stripped a hull point off one of the War Walkers with a sniper shot. A good shot. Both the missile launchers in those sniper squads, though, either failed to hit or rolls once to pen. Mike, the missile launchers of your Scouts are just the worst. You hit once, maybe?
I took down a Storm Raven on the top of turn 1.
Nice, nice. That must have been 5th edition.
Yes, it was.
All right, so moving into top of Eldar turn 1, we'll see if I can't set him up for a big hammer blow in turn 2 when all my reserve stuff comes in. All right, my turn 1 was nearly as ineffective as Mike's. Actually, probably a little more so. The Farseer did manage to dominate those Terminators and get a successful Mind War off on the Commander, but I tied him, so he's Weapon Skill, Ballistic Skill 1, but he's still able to move. The Vindicator has lost a hull point, and that took both my Wave Serpents with the Bright Lances to try to do. This one shot at the Scouts in here, killed 2 of them and pinned them, so they are pinned. And everything else is really ineffective. The missile launchers here both missed. These snipers didn't do anything. And I failed to kill. I dropped 6 wounds from the Night Spinners, or the Shadow Weavers, onto the Terminators, and he made all of his saves. I didn't get a single rending hit. And the Doomweaver totally whiffed on its shots. All right, so we're going to move into turn 2. Mike's got 3 flyers that are going to come on and have some fun with me. Top of turn 2, the Thunderfire Cannon dropped its barrages on the War Walkers, hit them 5 times, but failed to penetrate the armor. And just as likely, the Demolisher Cannon from the Vindicator shot at the Wave Serpent here, and Mike rolled a 1 for the armor pen roll first. And then he was about ready to give up, and I reminded him it's an ordnance weapon, so he got to roll 2 dice, and then he rolled another 1. So I was looking pretty happy at that point. And then the Terminators over here fired. Stormbolters managed to wreck one of the War Walkers. The other one still has a hull point, though, so I got 1 War Walker left. Back over here, Terminators ran. Scouts were taking pot shots at different things, not doing a whole lot. But the 2 Storm Talons that came in, along with some Storm Bolter fire from here and the autocannon heavy bolter fire from the Predator, managed to knock off all 3 of the Guardians screening the weapon battery, but they made the leadership test, and they are still good to go. So we still have yet to see First Blood, and let's see if any of my reserves will come in this turn. All right, even if I lose this game, I can take away the fact that my pinning leadership reroll trick actually worked. The Shadow Specters deep struck in right here in front of the 2 Storm Talons. My Warp Spiders landed behind the Vindicator, blew it up with their shots. I didn't kill anybody with them, but that reroll, or that 3d6 leadership bubble, along with a barrage shot from the Night Spinner over here, only killed a single Terminator, but Mike failed the pinning check, so that Thunderhammer squad is pinned. The Captain is again Weapon Skill, Ballistic Skill 1, thanks to the Farseer's Mind War. The Vindicator, like I said, got blown up. and the Scatter Laser Wave Serpent managed to shoot down one of these Storm Talons. But a bunch of cover saves made on the Predator back there from the Shadow Weavers, Bright Lance shots. Everything else really kept that alive. Oh, and then Jeremy's new Blood Angel Dreadnought models decided to face off against my dead Warwalker. Typical Jeremy, you're going to fight a dead guy.
That's the easiest way to win.
Exactly. But everything else is still kicking. I managed to jump all my jetpack guys around to get them back behind some cover. And we're going to move now into Mike's turn 3 and see if that last Storm Talon comes in. All right, top of turn 3, Mike got his other Storm Talon in and promptly flew in and shot down the Hemlock. So there goes part of my synergy force. The other part managed to die to Thunderfire shots. Lookout Sir failed me, so the Exarch died, and there goes all the trickeration that I had planned. I still can make him make a lot of leadership rolls, but it's just going to be a lot harder for him to actually fail him. I managed to kill 2 of my Warp Spiders with the Predator, but they're okay. And the Shadow Spectres also made their leadership test. And that Storm Talon flew over and tried to wreck the Doomweaver, but he's okay. The only other news to report is I lost a hull point on... Which one of the Wave Serpents was it? That would be these Marines shot at that one right there. That Wave Serpent was shaken, but I rolled my Spirit Stone safe, so it ignores the shaken result. And that's it. We're going to move now to the bottom of 3. See if I can't keep pushing forward. I kind of had some mixed luck in my turn. The Farseer dominated them successfully and terrified them successfully, but they made their leadership check, and so that they still need to roll if they want to do anything. Then I proceeded to completely whiff on all my Shadow Weaver barrages at them. The Wave Serpent here only managed to strip off 2 hull points from that Predator. Couldn't get a pen. Lots and lots of glances. And again, Shadow Spectres tried to shoot at those Terminators to drop some wounds on them, but failed. Made all the armor saves. Did manage to kill 1 Terminator out of the Blob Squad, and not much else. That was with a lucky sniper shot. Did make his pinning check. I took a hull point off the Storm Talon with the Scatter Serpent, and this one had some good luck. Killed 3 of the scouts over here, but they stayed put. The Warwalker also shot at the Terminators, didn't do anything. I ignored them, and then the Doomweaver managed to kill off that 3-person scout squad with a torrent shot. So it's actually, I'm really liking that tank so far. It's done its job. It's pinned. It's ignoring some cover. Doing all right. So now we're going to move into top of turn 4. All right, Mike is feeling an awful lot better about this turn. You notice I have no Wave Serpents left. Those 2 have been blown up by Terminators. This one was merely wrecked by Terminators, but good enough. So all my Avengers are now on foot. And in other news, the last remaining Shadow Spectres running off the table. Farseer's way back there in the corner still. And that's it. The Night Spinner continues to draw a lot of fire from that Storm Talon and survive. Otherwise, we're okay. We're still doing all right. The plan is going ahead as planned. So moving into the bottom of my turn 4. All right, this is really getting to be a tight game. The Shadow Weavers, Dire Avengers, and the Farseer, along with these Dire Avengers coming in from the squad over here, drop that Terminator squad down to 1 man. I managed to wreck the Predator with a crazy shot from the Warwalker. Nice lucky shot. Took 1 wound on the captain and took out another Marine with barrage shots from the Doomweaver. Excuse me. The Dire Avengers over there, I cast Enervate and Quicken on them. They managed to run up all the way to the top of the wall, grab that objective, shot down, and I think they're the ones that actually did the wound on the commander. Meanwhile, the Warp Spiders jumped onto the cover and shredded the 2 scouts right there, and then just scooted forward a little bit. And that's about it. Snipers didn't really do a whole lot again, and this is getting to be a real bloody game. Top of turn 5, we'll see if Mike can try to keep me off the objectives, because he has no scoring units left. All right, top of 5, Storm Talon comes around here and shoots at my Dire Avengers who are here, kills the Spirit Seer, and the rest of them stayed, they were okay, but these Terminators assaulted up here and finished him off. Those Terminators assaulted the Dire Avengers in the middle, finished them off, I believe. Did I get 1 on a Blade Storm? No, they made their save. I got the one that mattered, the 1 Terminator that was surviving over here, passed his domination test, and then tried to assault with those Dire Avengers, and I wiped them out with a Blade Storm shot. The Thunderfire Cannon continues to try to pump shots into my Farseer, but does nothing. And that's it. I don't. What happened? What did that one? What did your Storm Talon shoot at? Oh, the Storm Talon shot at the Dire Avengers, but I went to ground behind the the ruins that Mike fortified for me. Thank you, and they survived. Moving into bottom of 5. Bottom of turn 5. This is going to be the last turn, and it will be an Eldar victory. We're running short on time here, and options, honestly, for Mike are non-existent. He might be able to get a single point 2 if he gets super lucky and kills my Farseer. But as of now, I hold 1 objective. I got Slay the Warlord, or I'm sorry, not Slay the Warlord. I got First Blood, and my Warp Spiders and Doomweaver are holding the Linebreaker objective. I'm sorry, not the Doomweaver, but the Warp Spiders are holding the Linebreaker objective. So I have actually only 3 points because my secret mission objectives were only worth a single point, but Slay the Warlord was worth D3 plus 3 points. I just had nothing I could keep dropping on those Terminators to finish him off and get wounds into him. Mind War early on was trying to be what I did it with, but Mike was rolling too well. End of the game though, he's got the Thunderfire Cannon sitting back there, and the Terminators in the middle. Got whittled down pretty well, threw some fire this turn. The Storm Talon that went into hover mode got shot down by a Singing Spear from my Farseer. The Warp Spiders over here rolled 3 3s when trying to pen the rear armor on the Storm Talon and failed with their guns, being strength 7. And that's about it. So everything else kind of just managed to survive a little bit. The best Mike could do is maybe zoom the Storm Talon over here, knock my guys off the objective, or kill my Warlord if he got really lucky. And with Mantle of the Laughing God, that would have to be some serious, serious luck. So good game. Space Marines managed to hold their own. We're gonna again wishing a fond farewell to this codex. It was one of my favorite codexes. Not too powerful. Had some great fun builds. Yeah, it was a fun codex to play with. But you know, we're all looking forward to the new one a lot, and we think this one's going to be fun and competitive. So it's going to win on both counts. Great game as always against Mike, and thanks for tuning in. And again, make the comments below, guys, if you like the new introduction format. If you don't, we'll switch back to the other one or try something new. www.michigangT.com. Yeah, MichiganGT.com. Some of the gamers from Lansing, right?
Yeah, well, it's
40K Fight Club guys.
40K Fight Club guys. Gamer Sanctuary is a sponsor.
Okay.
And they're going to have a lot of prizes, and it's just going to be a great time. So that's September 28th and 29th. September
28th, 29th. 2 days of 40K. Where is that? Where's it going to be held?
It's in Lansing. It's at a hotel on Saginaw Road. It's really easy to get to from the highway.
Okay, and we'll put the link to the event in the comment section, or in the title. So thanks again for watching.